When it comes to building a Shopify store, doing it right can be incredibly challenging. Because of this, it's important that you do everything correct, especially specifically for your home country. Depending on the country that you're building your Shopify store in, there can be massive differences that you need to make sure that you're aware of. That way you're in compliance, not breaking any laws, and of course able to make sales in the first place. In today's video, we'll be showing you guys a step-by-step guide on how to actually build a Shopify store in New Zealand. We'll be covering everything you need to know, from local rules, laws, and regulations that you need to be aware of. We'll also cover important things like cultural norms, currency, and even, of course, things that I would recommend doing if you're building in that region of the world. One of the biggest recommendations I can give you guys for this video is to make sure to follow along and don't skip around. If you skip parts of this video, it could be super detrimental to your overall success in operating this Shopify store. Plus, you could make mistakes in the overall building process. But without further ado, guys, let's get into this tutorial and show you how to build a Shopify store in New Zealand. Now, the first thing I want to do before we actually dive into these steps is go over the key differences. One of the main things you want to consider when you're building a Shopify in New Zealand is the currency. Your currency will be set to New Zealand dollars, or NZD. One of the other things to consider is the tax rate that you'll have to be paying. Now, typically, it depends on your tax bracket, but in New Zealand, it's around about 15%. One of the other things you want to consider too is local shipping. Now, New Zealand has a bunch of local carriers that you can choose from, but with Shopify, it's probably important to look at something like the New Zealand Post or something else like Courier Post. Now, payment gateways are pretty easy here. You can use Shopify payments and, of course, other huge payment processors like Stripe. And then, of course, you'll want to make sure that you're following all the proper consumer laws and regulations. This can include things like the Consumer Guarantees Act and the Fair Trade Act. Also, for your domain, I would definitely recommend using a domain extension like .co or .nz, which are, of course, locally based extensions. Now, when it comes to language, you don't really have to worry too much about this, considering the fact that the primary language there is, of course, English. And then, of course, last but not least, make sure localization, cultural norms, and just you're trying to keep in line with all the specific things that are considered normal inside of New Zealand. And then, of course, search engine optimization should be localized to New Zealand. Now, getting all of that out of the way, let's actually get into how to build this store in the first place. The first thing you guys want to do, if you want to get access to Shopify for only $1 New Zealand dollar for your first month, make sure to use the link down in the description. Once you click that link, you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. This is Shopify's sign up page, and it's how you're going to get access to that basically free trial for the first month. You're going to enter in your email address and then hit the start button here. Once you hit the start button, Shopify will then take you through a few specific questions that you need to make sure you answer. As you can see, the first question it'll ask you is basically what best describes you. By answering this, you'll give Shopify a better understanding of what kind of business you're trying to run in the first place. We can either choose I'm just getting started or I'm already selling in person or online. Now, for the sake of this video, we'll say we're just getting started. Once we select that, we'll then head down here and click the next button. Once we click that next button, it'll then take us to this page. This page is asking us where we would like to sell. As you can see here too, there's a few different options we can choose from. We have an online store, which is basically where we create a fully customizable website, in person where we're selling at retail stores, pop-ups, or other physical locations, an existing website or blog, which is basically just adding a buy button to our website, social media where we can reach customers on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, online marketplaces like Etsy and Amazon. And then if we really don't know what we're doing here, we can just say, I'm not sure. Once we've answered all of these questions though, we can then hit the next button. Now we simply just have to tell them where we're planning on selling our first product. Do we plan on having products that we buy or make ourselves? Do we have digital products like music, digital art, or NFTs? Are we going to be dropshipping products that are sourced or shipped from a third party? Do we have services like coaching, housekeeping, or consulting? Or do we have a print-on-demand business where we basically print things as they're ordered? Or we could always just decide this later. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to just say that these are products that I buy or make myself. You could also say dropshipping because that is a pretty popular option. Also, did I mention that you can choose multiple of these at the same time? Once we select what we want to do here, we're then just going to hit the next button. Once we've hit that next button, Shopify will then ask us where our business will be located, which in this case will be New Zealand. We'll then hit the next button and it will then load us into this part where we'll create a quick Shopify account. Now you can create your Shopify account with a few of these different options. We can either sign up with our email, sign up with an Apple ID, sign up with a Facebook account, or sign up with a Google account. For the sake of this video, we'll sign up with our email. All we have to do now is enter in our email address, create a quick password, and then of course hit create Shopify account. Once we create that Shopify account, this is the page you'll be taken to. This is Shopify's very first page that you'll start on, and this is where you can actually get started with building your Shopify store. Now, there's a ton of important settings that you need to make sure you take care of here. Things like your business organization documents, any fundamental licensing or insurance that you have, and then of course also just telling them a bit about products that you're planning on selling, and including things like calculations for shipping, taxes, and tariffs. Now, we actually have a whole video going over this, so I would definitely recommend checking out that video if you want to know some of the more granular settings for this. But for the sake of this video, we're going to show you how to actually build the website in the first place. Now, in order to start making changes to our Shopify website and start building it with their website editor, we're going to head down here to the bottom left where it says Online Store. Once we click the Online Store button, a bunch of subtabs will then pop up. We have the themes option, the blog post option, pages option, navigation option, and preferences. We're going to stick to the themes option for now because that's where we're going to be doing most of our building. We'll then head over to the right here and click the Customize button. Once we click the Customize button, we'll then be taken into Shopify's Store Editor. This Store Editor is super easy and intuitive to use, and it has a ton of drag and drop functionality that you'll find very useful. The first thing I want to do here is show you guys how this whole thing works. So let's start at the very top of our website in this announcement bar. If I wanted to edit this and make it say something different, I simply can click it, and then on the left here, this tab will pop up. Now in this tab, this is how you're going to be editing most of the things on your Shopify store. As you can see, when I click on different tabs, there are different settings that typically pop up. Now for the announcements tab, let's say I want to do something like change the color scheme. All I have to do is click the change button and click any of these color schemes that we have available. As you can see, it's now blue and has a different color scheme. If I want to change anything else here, like show icons on desktop, I can also click that button, and I can also even show a separator line if I wanted to. Now, if you guys want to go about actually editing the part where it says welcome to our store, we simply would click on the announcement bar again. As you can see, we're back on what's known as the layers tab. The layers tab is basically how we're going to see a zoomed out picture of everything that's on our website. This is going to be the best way to actually navigate these sections and edit them a lot easier. Now, as you can see, we have the announcement bar and then we have the text box. We'll simply click on the text box, and now we can edit the text and make it say whatever we would like it to say. We also can add a link here to a different part of our website or to something completely off of our website altogether. Let's say instead of welcome to our store, I wanted to say 10% off with code 10 or something like that. As you can see, now when people visit our website, if we have a big sale going on or some kind of announcement to be made, that's what we can do in the announcement box. Now, the next thing we want to do down here is head over to the header. We'll click on the header and we can change any of this. We can change the menu, we can change the position, and we can even change the color scheme. And of course, if you want the menu to have more items and more buttons to click on, we can click this change button right here and click change menu. We can then create our very own menu or start with a menu that we already have existing. Let's say, of course, too, we want to edit this image banner. We can click on the image banner, and then we can either select an image directly off our computer or explore some of the free images they have that we can use. There's also the image overlay opacity, which we can increase or decrease depending on how visible we want it to be. There's also the banner height, the desktop content position, and then of course the color scheme. And that's pretty much it for the image banner. And then of course, let's say we actually want to add a completely new section to this theme altogether. We'd simply scroll down here where we see this little blue plus icon and then hit the add section button. Once we hit the add section button, we'll then be displayed with a bunch of different sections that we can add to our website. Each of these sections have their own benefits, but they're pretty easy to actually add and start making changes to. Let's say we want to add this image with text. We'll simply click it, it'll take a few seconds, and then it will fully load onto our Shopify store. All we have to do now is click on any of this text and we can start editing it on the fly. We can also even add images into this and start adding our own product photos. And the same, of course, goes down here for featured products. And honestly, guys, that's pretty much it. Shopify is incredibly intuitive and easy to use. And as you can see from this video, this is something that you guys could start building an entire website and probably be done with it by the end of today. Hopefully this video helped you guys if you want to get started for Shopify and get the best deal possible by only having to pay $1 for your first month. Make sure you use the link down in the description. Also remember too that that link is an affiliate link and we do earn a small commission from each sign up that goes directly towards supporting the channel. So thank you in advance for your support. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in future ones.